Welcome back to Mason's ADV. Ride along with us as we explore off the beaten path, head out for some adventure bike camping, and keep you updated on modifications and new gear for adventure riding. Be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any adventures. Glad to have you along for the ride. Well, good morning, guys. Today is tire change day. Alright, and that means we start with a bath. Guys, rolling on fresh rubber. It's new tire day. As you guys know, I am a huge fan of the Continental TKC 80s. The lifespan isn't very long. I average about, let's say, between 4,000 and 6,000 kilometers on my TKC 80s. But the grip and the predictability of those tires is second to none. And as I learned this morning, they also have a much softer sidewall, which makes them easier to install than some other tires. Take, for example, the Kenda Big Blocks that I just shoot on this morning. Very stiff sidewall. I'm not gonna lie, that was not a good time. For the first time since I've owned this bike, and I have to change my tires fairly regularly on here. I've done the Dunlops, I've done the TKC 80s multiple sets, I've tried the V rubber. All of them went on actually fairly easily. Today was a different story. These things were a battle, an absolute struggle. And I had left them sit in the sun for likely 3 hours. They were nice and pliable before I tried to change them. The difficulty actually was compressing both sidewalls into the center of the rim to get yourself the space to shoe them on the other side. I could not keep that compressed. With a TKC 80 or the V rubber, by kneeling on the far side and working on the opposite side, you kneeling on that tire, you can keep it compressed and in the center slot, which gives you more space. But man, that was a battle. They're on. They're smooth. So everything went well. What I'm not excited about is if I have to do a trailside repair with these. But anyway, the stiffer sidewall, that has some benefits too, I'm sure. And we'll just see how things go moving forward. The expectation out of these is that they behave very similar to the TKC 80 on the highway and off-road. I am expecting slightly less grip due to a harder compound and a longer lifespan. So that is my hypothesis with this tire. You guys know where I ride and how I ride, and the majority of it, not the majority of it, but I'm likely a true 50-50, which I think is actually hard to do. So that's the way I use the tire. I ride pavement until I can get to gravel. As soon as I can get to gravel, I'm on it. But today is about breaking these in. Now, I'm also coming from a very worn set of TKC 80s to a very new set of Kendas. So that will all play a role too. A set of new TKC 80s would feel different this morning. And the ones that I just took off the bike are the ones that I did the TCAT on. So they had about 4,500 kilometers, 4,500 hard trail kilometers on them when I took them off. The rear still had likely 20%, but the front was seriously chopped. So Let's go squeeze the oil out of this rubber. Alright, let's see if we can break these in without dying. Woo, they feel different in the corners. Very different in the corners. They have a more, they have a rounder profile than the TKC80s did. So it was kind of doing that thing there on the first one where it sort of pulls you in instead of you pushing it in. I'm sort of pulling out of the corner a little. It's kind of different. It's a different feeling. I will get used to it, but it feels different. Okay. First corner thoughts. Looser. That did not feel as planted, but they're brand new, so I'm going to forget about that. Just forget about that. Let's... Whoa. You guys seeing that? Look what I can set up. Oh, I don't like that much. Holy crap, maybe that'll go away as they break in. I have no rear brake because I've changed my tires and forgot to pump them up. Let's hit some gravel here and see how they do on this stuff. Feel good here. A little bit of low speed gravel. Not doing anything too weird. Nice controlled slide there. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. Good on the gravel. Okay, let's see how these do. ATVs have been through here a lot, I see. Watch myself. Bit of a front wheel push, not used to that. fun. Good stuff. Well, nothing scary there. Everything seemed to perform as it should. Ooh, this got a little rougher. I see. No worries. Traction sure isn't a problem. Well, guys, it looks to me like the Kendas are doing all right. There's some weird little things that I'll keep you posted on as they break in and see if they continue to do. I know my first pair of TKC 80s felt weird too, so we got to give these a proper chance. Let them break in, and then see what we think. So far, hey, so far pretty good. No lack of grip, that's for sure. There's lots of grip. If anything, they're slightly flickier. I think the TKC 80s were more planted. These seem flightier. They tend to have to try to keep you on your toes a little bit. But all in all, not bad. Why am I looking at my own face here? There we go. That's better. That was a little slick in there. No worries. Well, there we go. That officially concludes the off-road trial of the Kenda Big Blocks. Stay tuned for more on these tires as I wear them out and try them out and eventually hang them on the wall with all the rest of them. And you know what? Everyone go out and buy a new set of tires. Let's do that. Go buy a new set of tires, put them on, and let's break a new set in together. On that note, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for following along. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next Sunday. That's it for me. Mind how you go. Mason Day. Hey guys, if you liked that video, hit the thumbs up button for us. It goes a long way towards helping out the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button in the upper corner for new videos every Sunday. Be glad to have you along for the ride.